Hello everybody, my name is Kyle3639. Welcome back to another video. Today in this one, it's another deck profile video, and in this one, it's going to be Zombie Eldlich. Now, some of you might be asking, haven't you already done a Zombie Eldlich deck profile? I have, but there's been a lot of people on the dueling videos these past couple weeks asking for a Zombie Eldlich deck profile. Now, I could just simply link them the other video, but the deck has somewhat made a change because of the new format, because the new Banlist drop. The past deck profile was in the Drytron Virtual World bullshit, but in this one, it's going to be the Dragon Link Dinosaur kind of meta. So the deck kind of has changed a little bit. There's a couple changes, like very few changes in the main deck, no changes in the extra deck. A lot of changes in the side deck, though. So without further ado, I won't explain everything. If you do want me to give an explanation, I'll put a link in the description down below to my original zombie deck profile, because that will give you more of an explanation of what the cards do. So yeah, because this is just an updated deck profile, so not going to go into that much explanation except for the newer cards in the deck. So the first off is still the two Eldlich, the Golden Lord. I like the ratio. Really no change here. Basically because Scarlet didn't get hit, Eldlich is very, very good. I don't know how the fuck Eldlich didn't get hit in the last format, and they still hit Ben 10 to 1 for some reason. But yeah, Eldlich at still a good ratio at 2. 3 is too much, 1's too low, kind of thing. And there's a lot of way to search it out. So yeah, at 2 is perfectly fine. Still, playing the 3 Uni Zombie, absolutely great starter for the deck. This is kind of your only normal summon card in the entire deck, and it's a if it goes off, like a lot of people do negate it, but if it does go through, it's very, very, very good. So basically, if you can target one monster on the field, either discard one card or send one card from the deck to the grave, one zombie monster from the deck to the graveyard, and then increase that card's level by 1, and then you can do each of those effects once per turn. So yeah, this can basically just get a zombie into graveyard, which can be either your Eldlich or other zombie monsters. Speaking of those other zombie monsters, it's Necroworld Banshee, playing the 1-of, basically just a terraforming for the deck. It can banish itself to get activating Zombie World on the field as a quick effect as well. So it's more of like a metaverse, but it's yeah, it's basically, it's to search out your Zombie World, basically. The one Glow Up Bloom, again, it's an absolutely great effect. You can search out Eldlich, the Golden Lord directly, or Doom King Balladorch if you want to. And if you control Zombie World, you can actually just special summon instead. So absolutely amazing card. And then Doom King Balladorch. I pronounce it Balladorch. A lot of people do pronounce it Balladorch, but I like Balladorch better. So yeah, if you have a face-up field zone, that's actually pretty key. So if there's just a field spell on the field, you can just spell summon Balladorch. So if you verse dinos and they have like something like Lost World and it goes back to you, you can just summon Balladorch from graveyard once again, because they do have that field zone. And then if a zombie monster activates effect, except for Doom King Balladorch, you can either negate that effect or banish one monster from your field or graveyard, only being able once per chain, and you can only activate one of those effects per turn. Now on to the spells. We're playing the 3 Zombie World, which has a lot more implications in this format than I thought it was. In the last format, it was kind of like one of those things that can stop Drytron, because Drytrons can't tribute summon machine monsters from field, because again, Zombie World's on the field. But now it has a lot more implications because dinosaurs or dragons are a thing. So here's the thing. So with Dragon Link, Zombie World's very good. If you go first, dragons can actually not pull out their Link 1s or Link 2s, because the Guard Dragons and Romulus all say they need to have dragon monsters specifically as Link material. With Zombie World, you can't do that. So it's kind of one of those things that's very good. They can still combo off, but it kind of makes it a little harder. So if they don't draw that best of the hand, not that good of a hand, Zombie World could just make it that much worse for them. But the more interesting part is the dinosaurs. Zombie World actually screws up dinos a lot, because one, Misc effect, its hand effect, will not or its hand effect to make sure all dinosaur monsters are unaffected. Again, with Zombie World on the field, they're not dinosaur monsters, so that's perfectly fine. Misc Graveyard effect can't activate because it has to banish dinosaur monsters, so Zombie World would stop that as well. UTC cannot properly summon itself because, again, it needs to banish dinosaur monsters for that to happen. The only card that gets around the Zombie World is a double evolution pill, because it can banish from hand as well. That's the unfortunate part about that. But Zombie World can really screw up that strategy. You know, it's not going to be that game changer kind of thing, but could kind of make it a nuisance to the deck kind of thing. That's why I kind of like Zombie World in this deck. And then again, Zombie World does have more applications with things like Ballador, things like Super Poly, and stuff like that as well. Going into 3 Cursed Outlands, this is just another way to search out either your Golden Lands or your Eldlich card. This is just a very good 3 of. You definitely want to play 3 of. Very expensive, but you do want to play 3 of. 3 Super Polys, absolutely amazing card, especially in this format. Not only does it combine well with Zombie World and going into your Dragon Necro play, there's a lot of decks that are actually playing Dark, surprisingly. Shadalls are pure Dark, so that Super Poly could really screw up them. So there's that as well. Dinosaurs, actually, UTC and Soul Eating Oviraptor are Dark, so if they have both of them on field, you can actually just Super Poly that UTC off and not even have to worry about it. Does it come up that often? Not really, because they don't usually leave Soul Eating Oviraptor on the field, but just in case, that is kind of a thing. Or you can Null Summon Unizombie and then Super Poly to get UTC off field so you don't have to worry about its destruction effect. So that's kind of a good thing. And then for Dragon League, they mostly all their main deck rocket monsters are darks. So if they try to go in, and the same thing with their Link ones as in Guard Dragons and stuff. So that's very good for darks as well. So Super Poly has actually come up a little bit more often than I thought it would have. So yeah, but a Super Poly with Zombie World is still a very good combo. But now with darks being in the format as well, Super Poly is still that good as well. Playing 2 Pot of Prosperity. I think I was playing 3 in the last list, but I think 2 is just perfectly fine. Again, you don't want to see 2 or 3 in your hand because, again, you're just going to activate it once, get a card, and then if you end up drawing the second one later, it'll be all right. But again, just 2 of is perfectly fine. I think 3 is just a little too much. The Elixir of Black Awakening, this is the 1 of. Again, this is just to search out your Eldlich. But the good thing about the Elixirs in this deck specifically, if you already have the Lord on the field, you can just end up special summoning any of the other zombie monsters, which is actually very, very good. That's why I kind of like this variant good. I like this variant of the deck because the Elixirs can actually pull out other stuff besides Eldlich. You know, Zoo Eldlich can only pull out Eldlich the Golden Lord because that's the only zombie they play. But in this deck, you can just pull out any of the zombies, well, minded if you already have Lord on field. But yeah, that's why I kind of like this, the Elixirs in this deck, because you can pull out any of the other zombies as well if you already have the Lord on the field. And then for the last spell or trap is 7 Cities of the Golden Land, just basically the fusion spell of the deck, and that's about it. Now into the traps of 3 Scarlet Sanguine. Again, this card somehow did not get hit in the ban list, so I do like this. Again, this is a 3 of without a doubt. Very cheap, unlike Black Awakening. Very cheap. Scarlet Sanguine is so yeah, very good 3 of without a doubt. Same thing with Conquistador, playing 3 of because it's just a very good card. Only playing 2 Hot Ghetto. I was playing 3 in the last one. I did trim it down to 2. I think 2 is just perfectly enough. Still playing the 3 Ice Dragon Prism, because with Zombie World on the field, you can basically banish anything anyways, so that bottom effect is always activated. But it in out of itself is still a very, very good card. Still, now playing 3 Summon Limit. This used to be Rivalry of the Warlords. Now, I have to explain why Rivalry of the Warlords is no longer in the deck. In the past format, as in the Drytron and Virtual World meta decks, Rivalry of the Warlords was very good. Now, if you don't know, Zombie World Rivalry of the Warlord lock is a very good lock because they can't summon whatsoever unless you're versing a zombie mirror match. But that's very rarely about to come up. The only ones you're going to be seeing is Eldlich and maybe a mirror match of a zombie Eldlich deck. But yeah, so Rivalry of the Warlord Zombie World lock was very good. Now, here's the key difference between the last format and this format. In the last format, Rivalry of the Warlords was very good because even though if you didn't even have Zombie World on field, Rivalry of the Warlord was still a good floodgate because Drytrons played multiple types, as in machines and fairies, because the fairies were the ritual monsters and the machines as in Drytrons. So in that case, Rivalry of the Warlords was actually very good, even by itself. Same thing goes for Virtual World. They're either psychics or worms, so that also counts for that as well. So you kind of just shuts them down into one thing. That's why it was so good in the past format. In this format, however, it's not that good. Dragon Leaks are only playing pure dragons. Dinosaurs are only playing pure dinos. So that's not really that good. So Rivalry of the Warlord became one of those cards. If you don't have Zombie World, it was a dead card. So that's just really the worst thing about it. That's why I took it out of the deck. I was playing it with the LCS and just realized straight away, if I don't have Zombie World on the field, Rivalry of the Warlords is absolutely worthless. So I decided to put Summon Limit instead, because I think Summon Limit is just a better floodgate in this format. Same thing in the last format. It was probably a better floodgate in the past format, but in this format, it's without a doubt the best floodgate, besides Mystic Mine, of course. And now on to the Solomons, the 3 Solemn Strikes. This has not changed. Strike is a very, very good Solomon card. Now playing 2 Solemn Judgments in the main. This used to be Elixir of White Destiny and the 3rd Haketo. I just replaced it with Judgment. I want to play Judgment in the main deck now. So that is it for the main deck. Now into the side deck, which is basically, or not side deck, extra deck. Nothing has changed. I'm still playing the 3 Eldlich the Mad Golden Lord, still playing the 3 Dragon Necro Nether Soul, still playing the 2 Starving Venom Fusion. This could come up more now. I might put this to 3, replacing one of the Mud Dragons. But again, there's really nothing right now that's been saying I need to play this at 3. So at 2 right now is perfectly fine by me, even though with all the Dark Monsters in the format, I'm still only playing this at 2. Mud Dragon Swamp really doesn't come up anymore, but again, just in case that one time it does come up, you do want to see it in your extra deck, so that's why I do have Mud Dragon Swamp in the extra deck. Now onto the Link Monsters. Link Rebo, again, this is for the Glow Up Bloom. If you hard draw Glow Up Bloom, you can just normal summon, link it off into Link Rebo, and then get Bloom's effect, or if you're versing Dinos and they give you the token, you can just link off the token into Link Rebo. Avenging Savior is just still a very, very good card for the battle phase effect to just basically send any zombie monster, and then the opponent's monster it's attacking will lose 200 attack for each level. So if you send Lord, it will lose 2,000 attack, which is very good. And then Vampire Sucker as well. And now into the XYZ, still playing the Super Dreadnought Rail Cannon Gustav's Max. Of course, because you're playing the Eldlich and Eldlich the Mad Golden Lord, they still made this a level 10 for some reason. So that's another way to get into Super Dreadnought Rail Cannon Gustav Max. And then the Constellar Pleiades for the Golden Land Explorer Traps. So that is it for the main and extra. Now let's get into the side deck where a lot of things have changed. Got the 3 Nibiru. Again, this is just the only thing I actually kept out of the side deck from the last video. This is the only thing I kept. Nibiru is still a very, very good card, especially against Dragon Link. You do want to see this. 3 Artifact Lancia. This is just a card for dinosaur reasons. 3 Dark Ruler No More. I do prefer this over Forbidden Droplet. 1, because it's cheaper. 2 is because you really don't want to discard in this deck. You'd rather just play the Dark Ruler No More and don't mind not dealing damage to them. Just get rid of their board and set up your board. It's perfectly fine by me. Playing the 2 Lightning Storm, this could probably be 3, but I am just playing 2 instead. 1 Harpy's Feather Duster, and then the 2 Heavy Storm. And then the 3rd Solemn Judgment in the side as well. So that is it for the main deck. Now let's get into some examples. So this is just first a random bot. This is just to show you what the deck can do. So if you do choose to go, if you do win the Rock Paper Scissors, do choose to go first. That's not a good hand, but let's see what we can do. We'll go Uni-Zombie and then declare Uni-Zombie's effect to send one from deck, of course, targeting itself. We'll send Bloom and then Bloom effect to banish itself to get Balladorch onto field. Special summon, we do want to summon Balladorch in attack. Then we'll just set 1, set 2, set 3, pass turn. That's kind of just how Eldlich is. It's just, we do have the negation zombie here, so that's actually very, very good. Was not expecting a Dark Hole. Was not expecting that. Oh boy. Is this normal summon Alistair? Declare effect? Yeah, that's fine. Please tell me. Oh, it's a Zodiac Alistair. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Go ahead, do your thing. We'll actually chain link 1 Conk, chain link 2 Scarlet. Let's see what this does. We'll go Eldlich, and then we'll do Conk, get rid of the rep here. Yeah, I know he hasn't normal summoned yet. This is the unfortunate part. He's going to add invocation. He goes into invocation straight away. That's the unfortunate. Oh, wow. He drew one. Fucking hell, dude. He set it in defense? Why did he set it in defense? I'll activate Hot Kettle during end phase, though. Get rid of his... No. Get rid of his invocation. Ooh, that's an actually great draw. We'll get Balladorch back too as well. Ooh, this could be actually brilliant right now. Depends on what that back row is. We'll activate Scarlet, get the Golden Lance spell or trap on the field, activate, and then declare effect, send the Balladorch to go into Mad Golden Lord, then declare effect to send cities to make sure he doesn't respond with that bullshit. Have a couple interesting options here. I can go into you, send another Lord, I guess. Oh, no, I don't even need to send another Lord. Because this can be into that. This is really, like, unfortunate right now. Yeah, I think this is my best play, though. That doesn't seem like a correct play, but, yeah, I might just go Constellar. I think I'm fine with Constellar right now. And then we'll just activate Constellar, detach Conch, I guess. Return you back to deck. Not worry about that. Activate the Lord. We'll send you. And then special summon the zombie. We'll just... Okay, we'll just go to battle phase here. We'll Constellar attack over the Alistair. He can't respond with the back row. Oh, I think I just win the game here. Oh, wow, that is actually brilliant. Wow, I was overthinking that. I thought I would have to give him another turn. So yeah, that's kind of what the deck can do. Kind of control the board and then combo off into the Eldlich, the Mad Golden Lord, get another Eldlich on board with another monster to kind of just OTK after that. So yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, leave a like and subscribe for more content on the channel. I hope to see you guys. I do upload every Monday through Friday. That's what I was forgetting. Upload every Monday through Friday and stream on Saturday. I hope to see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.